and then we'll look at adjourning it for the finance and insurance, and then we'll reconvene our council meeting at the end of F&A. So I'll move the motion that council adjourns to the conclusion of finance and insurance. Do I have a seconder?
Yes.
Councillor Baker, all those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? That is carried. Thank you. So I declare that motion adjourned, and we'll reconvene at the end of finance and insurance, and I'll hand over to our finance and insurance chair, Bruce Robertson.
Thanks, Rob. Great to be here. Thank you, folk, for being here this morning. Rob, would you like to start with the karakia? Or why don't you rock on?
Cool. Mā te whakarongo, mā te kōrero, mā te nākau, mā te wārua, mā te manaki mai, mā te manaki atu, ka puawai te maramatanga, tihei Māori ora. Through listening, through talking, from the heart, from the spirit, through giving and receiving respect, understanding will bloom. This is the essence of life. Thank you.
Rob? Right. I think it's treated as an ordinary meeting or extraordinary. I can
You've got an ordinary one.
I've got an ordinary one. Okay, I didn't have to requisition this or do anything. So there we go. Folk, we have a couple of matters in front of us, but let's deal with the relevant matters before we start dealing with the substantive items. Apologies.
Duffy and Fraser.
We have, yes, Paul and Darren aren't with us today. So look, I'll move from the chair to accept those apologies. Do I have a second? Yes, thank you. Menzies. I'll put the motion. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those against, it's carried. Just note that it's great to have Sarah on the screen, I think, from Town Hour, which is great. So Sarah, please feel free to fully take part, and certainly please let us know if you need it. If you want to raise questions, I'll be very keen you participate as you feel the need. I've got no.
Thank you.
I've got no leaves of absences. Matters in front of us. Do you have any conflicts of interest to declare? Margie.
Bruce, I'd like to declare a conflict of interest, a family relationship. I'm the niece of Queen Charters from Te Anau Downs. I'd like to remain in the meeting. I have no predetermination or bias. I have just discussed this with Bruce, and I'm here with an open mind and would like to participate. I have raised this previously.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't think we need to vote, but I'd like us to please note in the minutes the declaration of the conflict of interest. And thank you, Margie, for your statement that you have an open mind, that you're open to persuasion. That's great. There are no extraordinary or urgent items at this stage. We do have the minutes on the 18th of October. I'll move from the chair. They're taken to true and correct record. Do I have a second, please? Please. Thank you, Rob. There's any matters of correctness or accuracy that people would like to note? I have a feeling Darren was actually only an apology for lateness, not for the whole meeting.
He didn't make it to the meeting.
Are they not? Or was it just a workshop? We finished at lunchtime. That's why we have you. Keep me correct. Anything else folk would like to raise? Otherwise, I think it's pretty much looked like the meeting that I was at. All those, I'll put the motion. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Those against? It's carried. There are no people, public. Well, there might be public online, but there is no request for participation. So I'd like to move to the motion that we move into public at 2. We've got two matters before us. The Manapori water treatment upgrade business case, and our proposal is we do some PX because it's really in the middle of commercial negotiations, and it's relevant that that be done in PX. And then secondly, we've got the legal matter, which is we're workshop, but is dealing with the outcome and our next steps, and we believe it important at this stage around protection of privacy of natural persons. There's anybody deceased, but at least natural persons, so we'll leave it there. I'm comfortable, those are good reasons, so I'm prepared to move that from the chair. Do I have a seconder? Thank you, Margie. Is there any discussion on the motion? There being none, I'll put it. All those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Those against, it's carried. Right, first up, we'll deal with...
Someone to move those apologies. Councillor Buggeroy and Councillor Menzies. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? It's carried. Do we have any leave of absence to declare? There being none, I'll move to the conflict of interest. Are there any conflicts of interest to declare? Councillor Ravenclaw.
Last time, do you want the full
Yeah,
declaration?
please.
I declare that I have a conflict of interest. I have a family relationship. I'm the niece of Penny Charters from Te Anau Downs Station. I'd like to remain in the meeting and have no predetermination or bias. I've discussed this with Bruce. I'm here with an open mind. I would like to participate. I've raised this previously.
Do we have any extraordinary legislation? I don't think we do. And we have no public participation today. So that takes us to our motion there for exclusion of the public for the reasons outlined on the agenda and the same reasons that our previous claims and assurance. I'll move from the chair that we move into public excluded for those reasons. Do we have a seconder? Councillor Menzies. Any discussion on that? Being none, I'll put the motion. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? That is carried. Thank you. I'll just